Welcome to Rural and Business Modeling for Digital Platforms, targeting services in rural areas. In this episode, we will take an overview of the platform canvas and the working order we will use together with you. When it comes to business modeling, many of you might very well be familiar with the more modern use of canvases, rather than modeling in the form of written text in a document. Canvases for business modeling provide a structured approach to visualize and analyze various aspects of a business. It is a good way to map out business ideas, strategies, and operations. One popular canvas widely used is the Business Model Canvas, developed by Alexander Osterwalder and Yves Pigneur. The Business Model Canvas, or in short BMC, foster a more dynamic way of looking at business challenges, interactions, and the capture of opportunities. A canvas is also a good visual representation for summarizing other background work and collection of facts. It is a good landing place for putting findings together. It also brings clarity that can easily be shared and explained, for example in a storyline format. From the original BMC, many iterations have grown for specific topics and business areas. One of those is the platform canvas, supporting double and multi-sided business creation for digital platforms. The framework of the platform canvas was first designed by Marcel Allwines in 2019. Inspired by the earlier work of Dr. Ted Ladd on platform entrepreneurship, the final version of the canvas and its ideology was introduced in a conceptual paper, co-authored by Marcel Allwines, Marcus Prusch, and Ted Ladd, and was first presented in January 2020. In your upcoming work with the platform canvas, we would like to again point out that the canvas is intended and should be used very iterative and dynamic. It is also to be used over time in your continuous development of your digital platform business. Keep it updated, use it for trying out new ideas, make it a vital part of your continuous work. So, think of the platform canvas as a landing place where you summarize and concretize your findings, where you build connections, relations, and flows. Creating and testing your hypothesis and validating them is a most crucial part of any business modeling. To make prioritizations and sequence activities yet another. What services can we suggest joining, relate or package? What gaps can we identify in our offerings, and how can we eliminate them? Where can we expect and create the occurrence of network effects? What is the hen, and what is the egg in what we try to establish? All of this can be helped with the use of the platform canvas as a landing place. The canvas in itself does not withhold the answers, but it will certainly help you to see and play with hypothesis for answering these questions. The owner of the canvas will from now on be you. By you we mean the person or persons responsible for developing and sustain the business model for your digital platform. You are the one with the best knowledge of what you seek to achieve. You are the best to provide domain knowledge and knowledge about your targeted market. The platform canvas consists of 12 elements. The elements connect and relates to each other, as shown in this background. But there isn't a given and absolute one true story to chase down for this interrelationship. You will create the story of the interconnections that are valid, specifically for your platform. We strongly recommend that you watch the shorter introduction videos to the platform canvas. You will find links on Drural Academy. The platform canvas also comes with a recommended working order, 1 to 7. It is not a mandatory working order, but in the support given by us, we will follow this order. Steps 1 to 4 are according to us where you should put in most of your time and efforts. If these steps are handled with care, are well iterated and thought through, tested and validated, the following steps will fall to place much easier. You will find that the working process consists of a lot of diverging and converging, kind of double diamond approach, if you are familiar with that. The ability to see and dive into details, and then zoom out and see the whole picture, and going back and forth in that, is common to working with the platform canvas. Very briefly described, the elements on the platform canvas are the following. In green to the right, there are 3 elements related to the consumer segments, consumer value propositions, and consumer substitutes. Please note that we talk about consumers, not customers. Consumers can of course also be customers, but in a digital platform, it is not always the fact that they are your paying customer. To the left in red, there are equal elements for the producer. To some extent, these green and red sections can be seen as demand and supply sides. But this can also be switched the other way around. Between these green and red sides, we then find what we of course seek to create on the platform: interaction between these sides. This interaction in turn demands facilitation. Interaction is here to describe the flows of communication and activities that the sides will benefit from. Facilitation is then the technique and process we need to have in place to create this interaction. In the lower part, we find elements where to describe the cost model and the monetization. What costs do we need to take care of to run the platform and the business? How will the platform charge, create a cash flow, and make money from the value it creates? On top there is the element of stimuli. What kind of relations are there to the platform's offering that the platform can gain from? Is there an annual fare that the platform can relate to and make special offers for? What is hot in the area now that the platform can relate to? How can we use other activities or happenings as attractors? This element should not be misinterpreted with value propositions, which are constantly available to the consumers and producers. Finally, we have the element of metrics. What kind of monitoring and measuring do we need on the platform to be able to steer, control, and evaluate what's happening on the platform? Most often, such monitoring of metrics needs technical facilitation, which then relates to the element of facilitation. Metrics can also be the generator of data that in turn can be the source for additional or new business on the platform for the platform owner. There you have it. The platform canvas. Thank you for taking your time and for getting acquainted with the platform canvas and the way we intend to work with you on that. Please check out more material using the links that you will find in this step on Drural Academy. In the next step, we will look at steps 1 and 2 in the working order, the producer and consumer sections. If you have any questions, please send Henrik or Ola an email, and they will get back to you. See you in the next one.